What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I will be showing you guys how to part for the JAYDA WAYDA braids. So obviously this is my mannequin. Her name is Tina. I just threw her through the sink real quick and now I'm combing her hair back. So when you do these braids on a real person, you want to comb all the hair back. Obviously it doesn't have to be wet, but I feel like her hair is easier to do when it's wet. So we're going to start from one ear, and basically we're going to be parting from ear to ear. So you can see how I do that. Now I have to admit, when I part on these mannequins, I have a lot of trouble trying to get every little strand. I guess I could if I took my time, but I want this to be kind of quick for you guys. So I won't be putting any gel in the parts to try to, you know, make the part as straight as possible like I would on a real person. But you guys get the point. I'm going to make it as neat as possible. So it took a little extra time to part the top because of the angle that I'm trying to show you, or because of the angle that I'm trying to record. But you guys see, when you're doing it on an actual person, you can move their head a little better, but I was just trying to give you guys the best view. There's the part as straight as I can make it. Now let's move on to the other side. You can either start from the top and bring it down, or on this side you can start from the ear and try to meet it in the middle. I like to do it both ways, but I guess this way I decided to start from the top and bring it down. So you guys may see the name Marissa on there, so let me give you guys a little backstory. So I got this mannequin. I've had this mannequin head since cosmetology school. At cosmetology school, we used to throw all of our mannequin heads in a pile before we left. And yeah, so somebody has mine, and apparently I have Marissa's. So we're just gonna ignore that. One day maybe I should, you know, get some alcohol, wipe it off, and make it my name. But I didn't do that today. So yeah. So here's me trying to bring the mannequin head forward because, mind you guys, I'm standing on the left. So I just pulled her head forward so I can try to make the part as straight as possible. It wasn't really matching up at the top, so I had to go back and correct it a little bit. But yeah, that's what's going on here. After you get it all parted out, you go ahead and get all the tangles out of both sides so you can move on to the next step. So here is the finished product of parting from ear to ear. Now we need to do a part down the middle because in Jada's picture, she has a middle part. So we want to try to get it as straight as possible. Obviously I couldn't get the right angle because I was trying to record, so I am trying to get as straight apart as possible. I usually start from the nose, right, like I'm doing right here, and just go up and then smooth it down. The next step in this process is to obviously smooth down both sides of the middle part, and we want to go ahead and clip these up so they're not in the way while we start on the back, I should say. So here's me smoothing it as much as possible. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect right here because I'm just clipping it up. I'm not putting it in the ponytail yet. Now it is time to untangle the back, detangle, untangle, whatever you want to call it, to get all the knots out. So for the next part, we want to start by making a triangle part in the middle. So if you guys have seen the picture of Jada, she has, well, the main braid in the back is the triangle, the upside down triangle. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just making a rough part with my wide tooth comb. So what I like to do is wrap it like I'm about to add a claw clip to see how close I was. I want to try to make that point at the bottom right in the middle of the nape area. So I start by, you know, the bottom, or I start from the bottom and work my way up to see if I can achieve that look. Now that I've made my rough parts, I can start perfecting the parts. So I'm going to clip this part up and comb through this back part a little bit because I don't need it to be so, you see how the strands are all over the place? I don't want that. So I'm going to comb it out a little bit and, you know, kind of check the parting at the top to make sure it's not too, you know, lopsided or whatever. So now I'm going super slow, trying to get it as straight as possible. There's no need to rush, you guys. You want to make sure that these parts come out perfect. I know this is a mannequin, but I'm talking about on a real person. Usually you would add some gel in that part during this, you know, step of the process. But I'm not going to do that this time. So I'm just going to try to go as slow as I can to make it as perfect as I can. And yeah, mainly because I don't have any gel right now to be using on a mannequin. So now that that's done, let's check back at the top. And now we need to smooth those hairs that I took out. You know, when you're parting the hair, sometimes you take out hairs and add hairs to the other side. So I'm going to smooth them all out and add them back to that clip. Now we're going to do the same to the other side. I'm going to speed this up for you guys because you already seen me do it. But you can see the point at the bottom is getting a little pointier, you guys. So that's what you want. You want to try to make it as pointy as possible right at the bottom. Once you finish the other side, you want to go ahead and smooth down that middle section so you can see, you know, the entire thing and know whether it's even or you need to add more to one side or whatever. But yeah, go ahead and smooth that down, comb it all together, get it in position for a rubber band. So now you're going to go ahead and prep this section for the rubber band. This is the part where you are going to add your shining jam, your sleeking gel, whatever you guys use. And in the photo, Jada had her middle ponytail super high, so that's why I put it there. But as you guys can see, that triangle is bomb. So you're going to do the same for all of these sections. and you just want to get it as smooth as possible. That's why I'm combing it out. I don't want any knots or bumps or tangles, you know. And I'm going to place this one sort of, you know, at the ear level, if that makes sense, because both of the back ones were kind of lower than that middle one. Go ahead and put that rubber band on there and then repeat the same steps on the other side. And there's the back, you guys. Look how perfect those parts are. Ooh, ooh, it looks so good. Even I had to take a little peek. But now let's move on to the front. We're going to obviously smooth the parts or smooth the sections like we did the back, and then add the rubber bands. So here's how far I placed the ponytail from the part. You can move it up if you want to. I was just trying to make it as close as possible to the picture. But yeah, that's all I was trying to show you guys. So here's how it's looking, you guys. So this is the final product, you know, not of the hairstyle. I still would have to add weave, but here's the final product of the parting. Hopefully this helps you guys. Please let me know in the comments if this was helpful or not. Here's a last glance of each of the sides so you guys can get better angles. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you share this video. Let me know what else you guys want me to do. I can show you guys how to part for tape-ins, for box braids, whatever you guys want. Just let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.